There's a lesson I want to give to anyone who wants to make money from scratch. You don't need money to start making money, but what you need is resourcefulness, attention, and action. Because I used to think making money was something only adults can do, until I proved myself wrong. So when I was a kid, I always wanted to make my own money, and I even remember printing fake money on a color printer just to feel like I had something. But I never actually thought about how to make real money. I just assumed it would come later in life. But then everything changed in my first year of high school. I was about 14 years old, and I walked into class and noticed something immediately. Everyone else had phones already, except me. I only had an old iPod that my brother passed down to me. One girl beside me had the newest iPhone that literally came out 2 days ago, and I asked her, "How'd you get that?" She said, "Oh, my parents bought it for me." And then the same day, I asked my parents if I can get a phone too. They said, "No, wait until you're older." But I didn't want to wait 4 years. I felt left out, I felt behind, and honestly, I was getting made fun of for being the only person who didn't have a phone. I didn't want to depend on anyone to get what I wanted. And that's when I started thinking, if I want something, I need to learn how to get it myself. And I asked myself, how can I make money so I can actually buy this phone for myself? And that's when I started learning how to make money from scratch. Within 4 months, I made my first $250. I bought my first phone, a cracked iPhone 6 for $80. But it was still mine, and I earned it myself. The biggest lesson I learned in this is making money is not about having money. It's about solving problems and trading value. The first thing I did was selling my old technology and electronics. I looked around my room and realized something. I had stuff that I wasn't using. Old electronics like iPads, PS3, and PS Vita. And what I did was I cleaned them up, took good pictures, and listed them on Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji. I didn't guess the prices though. I searched up the same devices and looked for the sold listings and priced my items slightly lower so they would sell fast. And I remember one time I had multiple buyers interested in the same item. I told them whoever offers the best price gets it, and sold it for more than I originally listed it for. And when demand is there, you don't chase the buyers, since the buyers compete for you. Second thing I did was selling my old clothes that don't fit me anymore. I looked in my closet and realized I had a lot of name brand stuff that I grew out of. Name brand hoodies and sweaters like Nike and Jordan that I never wore anymore. What I did was download this app called Poshmark, where you can buy and sell used clothing. I took clean pictures and listed everything for $10 to $15 per item, and at first nothing sold. So I adjusted the prices by a couple dollars and stayed active on the app. And one buyer purchased multiple items at once because everything matched in size and style. And the bundles sell faster than single items. So consistency matters more than perfection. After that, I just packed everything, shipped it out, and got paid online a few days later. The third thing I did was buying and selling iPhones. This one's the game changer. Later on, I started flipping phones. So how it started was after my old iPhone 6 was completely destroyed after I dropped it. I looked for a used iPhone on Marketplace and found an iPhone 8 and negotiated for $150 and used it for a while. Then I wanted a bigger screen, so I looked for an iPhone X and bought that for $400. Then I had two phones. I realized I could just resell my old phone and sold that back on Marketplace for $250, which was $100 profit. And that's when I realized I can do this on purpose. So I started searching Facebook Marketplace daily, looking for undervalued phones, people selling fast, and bad listings with good devices. And then I bought my first iPhone 7 for $70 that I was planning to resell. Cleaned it up and took pictures and resold it the next day for $150 for a profit of $80. I kept repeating this, scaling it up and turning small flips into bigger ones. And over a few months, I started with that $70 initial capital and turned it into $2,000. My best month, I hit almost $2,000 just from flipping phones as a side hustle, and I still do this business to this day. So making money isn't about luck, it's about noticing opportunity, taking action, starting small, and improving over time. If you want to make money from scratch, start with what you already have. Don't wait and don't overthink it, just begin. That phone that I bought as a kid didn't just give me a device, it showed me that I can create my own money and build my own opportunities. So yeah, I really hope you use these tactics because they actually helped me. If it helped you too, that's honestly awesome.